Hey everyone, hope y'all are having a good Friday. I just wanted to come on here for a second because I have a lot of people ask me, what makes me tick? Where does my passion come from? They say you're so passionate about what you do and you're so real about everything. And so I wanted to, I've thought a lot about this, and I wanted to explain a little bit of how I work and see if that helps you. I've got puppies by my feet and they're like licking my legs. When I was very young, I don't know why I knew it, but I knew that I wanted to be a nurse. It was just something that I wanted to do, and I know I can remember from like middle school to high school age, maybe even younger than that, that it's what I wanted to do. I had a cousin, a distant cousin that was already a nurse, and somehow listening to her, I think that might have started getting me interested in it. But I also was born premature, and so I like to think that maybe that had something to do with it, because I spent time, not that I remember that, but I spent time when I was first born in the hospital and was taken care of by nurses. So whatever the reason, always had a drive for being a nurse and for helping people. So that's been a very deep-seated drive that I've had. So as I've got older, I went to nursing school. I got into working as a nurse and worked many years. I graduated in 1996, worked many years on different units and worked with different age groups and different types of conditions. The majority of my RN career has been in mother, baby, and NICU. I think my interest in NICU was because of my history of being a premature baby. But one thing that always bothered me, no matter which area I worked in, was that I never felt like I was doing enough. Like it just wasn't enough. I felt like I needed to do something to make more of a difference. Like just doing someone's discharge teaching and following this paper and checking off all these things that I've gone over, that a lot of times it fell on deaf ears. And the part about teaching about exercise and eating right, it was simply a statement that says you should exercise and eat well. To me, that fell on deaf ears completely, forever and always. I doubt anybody ever listened to that, because that has no meaning to it. And then I guess that rings true to me. I mean, it's something that I noticed because it was something I struggled with too, and I didn't really know how to explain to somebody else to do it. I was working long 12-hour shifts, varied schedules that were days and nights and all kinds of stuff, and trying to fit that in with 3 kids and everything else that we had going on in our life. So I guess that's why that stuck out to me, is that you should exercise and eat well. Made no sense, even with all of my education, nutrition classes, everything that I'd been through in my education. It still made no sense because I didn't know how to make it a practical thing. So on to nurse practitioner school, that expanded a little bit of what I did, but it's still very much the same in the sense that I talk to people and I treat people, and in my current position I don't write prescriptions, but in my past one, write prescriptions for different things, and it's just like Band-Aids. It's just doing something to fix this current issue, but not looking at the whole bigger picture. So now in comes what I'm doing now, and working as a health and fitness coach and helping other people to live healthier lives. I finally found a system that works and that's simple, even for someone who doesn't like to exercise, which was me. I hated to exercise. It's so simple and it's so easy to fit into any busy lifestyle. And so I feel like I cracked the code with that. And so it's so motivating for me to help other people to do that same thing. But what I want, the message that I want to get across to you is that when I think about that, it's not just you, it's your legacy. I think I have kind of a unique perspective, that I see people of age ranges where I see the very old to the a little bit elderly, all the way down to the young. And obesity is an epidemic in our country. And it's not, I'm not trying to shame anybody, because I think every single person in the world doesn't choose that. It's just, it's the way our, at least in the United States, the way our society's set up, and then our cultures. It's just all about how we are raised and how we were taught, and then what's available in the world for us. I mean, I can tell you that on most days, I can't drive anywhere, at least where I live. I can't drive anywhere and get very healthy food unless I know where to look and I know what to do. I know other people live in areas, I've got like sticking up hair, other people live in areas where they have healthy food available, and that is awesome. But where I live, I don't really have it unless I look for it. So when I think about this, I think about it in terms of legacy. What I am doing to teach my kids is going to help their kids and their kids. And it's not about depriving, and it's not about diets. It's about learning to do this in a normal life where you can still have indulgences, where you can still eat the sweet treats and the things that you like, but also understanding and knowing what fuels your body. And the way I think about that is, you know, if you eat a hamburger and French fries, the nutrition that is in that is almost null and void. And if you think about how that's translated into your body and what it is made into, it provides almost no nutrition. All it's doing is filling your stomach temporarily, and then you're going to be hungry again. So thinking about the legacy of that, like for instance, my friend Misty, she's lost 40 pounds since she started with me. She was living with pre-diabetes. She was miserable. Physically, health-wise, was miserable. She has 3 young kids. She has twin girls and a little boy. Since she started working with me, and we've kind of worked together, she's lost those 40 pounds. She's transformed the way that they eat. And she's developing habits at their young age that they then will hopefully go on to pass on to their kids. So if you think about 3 kids and they each have 2 kids, then that's 6 people, and that's going to be a ripple effect for a legacy of her family, which her legacy up until now has been the opposite, and I think that's the case for most people. And so that's what makes me tick, is that this is not about just me and you. This is about the people that look up to us. This is about the people that are going to come after us. And this is about us being here for them till we are older, so that we can pass on our wisdom and our knowledge as we get older and we live our lives. So when you look at me and you think about what makes me tick, it's not about selling you some program. It's not about selling you some shake. It's about helping you to learn how to make this a lifestyle, learn how to fuel your body, and learn how to really live your best life, but also to pass on that to your children. It's a sad day that kids are obese and kids are getting diabetes at very young ages because of sedentary lifestyles and just not knowing how to eat. So anytime you listen to me talk, I'm telling you about a recipe, I'm sharing things with you, it's because I'm trying to show you how simple this can be, and that this can be you, that you can live this life, that you are completely capable of doing it just like I am. So please take that and run with it. When I come on here, I'm not trying to sell you a program or a shake. I'm trying to show you how you can incorporate this. I just happen to have stumbled upon a company that has this all packaged in a simple enough way that I can make sense of it at one point, and that's why I want to help you make sense of it. It doesn't mean that it's easy. You do have to show up every day. You do have to do some work, but it's so much simpler than what I understood it to be a long time ago. So I'm sorry to ramble on. I hope that I have at least had one person watch this and understand what I'm saying. But I truly, what makes me tick is that I want you to live a healthy life. I mean, I truly want you to live a healthy life, and I want that to be something that you pass on to everyone that looks up to you, to all the family that comes past after you. Culture is a big thing. I'm not knocking culture. It's just that there's so many habits and things that are deep-seated in how we are raised, but it doesn't have to be that way, and we can still enjoy food, we can still enjoy our lives, we can still watch TV and have sedentary lives, but we can also have a balance and fit everything in. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. I've got like totally sticking up hair now. And I hope that I have helped y'all and that resonates with you. If it is something that you have considered, something that you would like to do, please message or comment me and let's chat about how this could work for you and see if it'll be a good fit and see if we can get you started. My VIP group, the doors for that are going to be opened in a little over a week from this next Monday. So I'd love to give you more information about that. It really is so incredibly simple, and it's something that any one of you can do. And all you got to do is want to make the change and want to talk to me about it, and then let's go from there. But y'all have a good day. I hope you have a beautiful Friday and a lovely weekend.